told I said fantastic too much, so fantastic on you.
Fantastic.
That's right.
It's one of my favorite things. Say it again.
Fantastic.
And now, coming to you from the K2 Studios in San Diego, California, it's the world-famous Chris and Christine Show.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? I am Chris.
And I'm Christine, and welcome to the 6th episode of the Chris and Christine Show.
What's happening? We are on the 6th episode. You heard that right.
And I think he's going to say it 6 times.
No.
But we're super excited for all of the support that we have from you all. And we are in multiple countries now, not just on multiple channels. So, Chris, do you want to tell everybody what countries have been streaming us this week?
Yes. So we have a list, and it tells us what countries we're actually being played in. And we are being played in the United States.
Yep.
Obviously. Australia.
Woohoo.
Good day, mate. And we have Canada. What? It's so funny.
Okay, that's so stereotypical. I apologize to all of our friends in Australia. They don't really say good day, mate. They'll say good day, or they'll say hey, mate, but they don't say good day, mate. Am I right?
Sure? Are
Australian
you sure?
friends? I'm 100% sure on that one.
Another shrimp on the bobby.
I am so sorry, you guys. He's in rare form tonight. FYI, we just had coffee because it's late at night, and
Yeah, we could drink coffee at
helps.
night to get this thing done because it's late and we're tired.
okay, so U.S., Canada, Australia,
Spain and
Mexico.
Mexico. There was some Mexico plays on our thing there. So we saw that too. And that is fantastic. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you all you guys for listening. And make sure to pass the word along and tell your buddies, hey, check us out.
And tell your corporate sponsors, because we're always looking for corporate sponsors.
Yes, our corporate sponsors, actually, their contracts expire like today. So if you want to, hook us up, that'd be great.
Our corporate sponsors of the K2 Show San Diego.
Yes. We're looking for new ones. So pass the buck around, or you know how it goes.
Yeah, so we're super excited for this week's podcast episode. We have a great lineup for you. But before we get into the hot topics, we have some exciting updates from this week. Chris, do you want to tell everybody what happened?
Well, we have a little official announcement for everybody relating to Chris and Christine. Now, Chris and Christine have been dating for a while now. Yes, we have. I'm speaking to myself in a third person. But yes, we've been dating for a while now. And last Monday night, that's right. Last Monday night, before we did the podcast, I decided to spring a little surprise onto Christine.
He did. It was epic.
Yes. You want to tell you what I did? Everybody what I did?
Well, it involves something sparkly and Chris on one knee.
Yes. If you can't figure that out, I actually proposed to Christine, and she said yes, obviously. I mean, who wouldn't?
It was an easy answer for sure.
Yes, that was fantastic.
But it was super fun. It was super spontaneous. I definitely didn't expect it, and it was great. It was just the two of us, and it was doing something that we loved. It was right before we recorded the episode, so we really thought, like, right after he did it, we really thought about like including it in last week's podcast, but we decided to wait until this week because we were the only ones that knew, and we wanted to tell our family and our kids, of course,
right,
before it was just like out in the public.
Right, because it feels like it's fair to everybody to kind of give them, tell them what's going on prior to us like announcing it to the entire world. And all that stuff,
Yeah, it was super fun. It's been a super great week. And for all of you that have recently gotten engaged, like, what happens that first week you're engaged? You get hit with a ton of emotions, and Oh, it's been a great week. It's been an emotional week, and we're just really excited for this season. So before you start like messaging us and asking us, when's the date? Can we be invited? Can we invite like a reality TV show to film you guys?
Yeah.
We haven't set a date, and we're not going to for a while. We really want to enjoy this season of engagement. And I think part of that goes to our story. We've shared a little bit before about both of us being previously married, right, Chris?
Yeah, both of us were actually married previously. And so the thought of marriage and the thought of being remarried again, for both of us, is very scary and it's a very intimidating thing. So we kind of don't take this very lightly, you know?
Yeah. We've both had a rocky past, and we had a lot of hurts and traumas that we had to work through individually, and things that we're still figuring out, like past hurts that might impact our relationship. And so we're trying to make sure we're two whole people before we walk down that aisle, because we don't want to become a statistic. 67% of second marriages actually fail, and we're not going to be one of them.
60, what did you say?
67%.
67%.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's quite a high odds.
Yep.
But what I was going to say was that, both of us came from kind of like, we both kind of jumped into the marriage thing kind of earlier and younger, and we weren't quite fully developed as like far as like our knowledge of what we were doing. We're kind of like, we're rookies when we got married the first time, and it kind of bit us, and we both kind of had some bad experiences. And I think now that we're older and we're wiser, we're getting married a lot older now, not young and dumb. And so it kind of gives us some experience that we can use to be beneficial this time around, I guess, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we want to make sure that we take the time, that we pause, we work through all of those things that come up so that they don't become bigger things once we are married. So
Right.
Thank you so much for your support, for everybody, for your kind words this week. It has been an amazing week, and I'm super excited to look at this handsome hunk sitting across from me right now and say, yeah, that's my future husband.
Oh, thank you so much. And you look beautiful tonight. And I love that if you can't see anything right now, guys, but I'm going to tell you something. She has a bedazzled, blinged out microphone with a microphone stand. And she's got a pink microphone, like, cap.
Topper, yeah.
A popper, topper. I don't know what it's called. It's like a fuzzy thing goes on top of the microphone. It's pink, and she has her matching pink headphones. Oh, and she's got a coffee cup that's got a pink, what is that, a unicorn?
It's a My Little Pony.
My Little Pony with a little rainbow coming out of its butt or something. Or is it riding, it's riding a rainbow.
She's dancing on the rainbow.
So as you can see, she's all bedazzled, and she looks lovely.
Aw, thank you.
Oh, you got your ring on? Where's your ring at?
I took it off while we were recording.
Oh, man. I guess it ain't official anymore. She took the ring off.
Oh, okay. Well, let's be real. Mason, Chris's youngest, had hair gel in his hair tonight. And so this is date night. And on date night, I'm here. We get the kiddos ready for bed. But we couldn't put Mason to bed with gel in his hair. And so Chris and I had to like wrangle him in the bathroom, wash his hair out with shampoo. And I didn't want the ring to be on when I was getting ready to wash it. So I took it off. It's right by the sink right now.
No worries. No worries at all. Make sure you don't lose that. And don't drop it down the sink.
I won't.
Fish that thing out somehow. I don't know how you can do that. Okay, cool. So we have an exciting show for you guys. Christine has some hot topics, and we are going to get to them next.
The Chris and Christine Show is now on Instagram at The K2 Show San Diego. Check out our latest pictures, videos, show teasers, and life updates on Instagram at The K2 Show San Diego. All right, Chris, and now it's time for Hot Topics.
Fantastic. I was told I said fantastic too much, so fantastic on you.
Fantastic.
That's right.
It's one of my favorite things. Say it again.
Fantastic.
Okay, so tonight in Hot Topics, we have two. One is a hot topic and one is a list. We got so much positive feedback about lists last week. We're going to bring a list back. Are you ready?
I am born ready, baby. What you
All right.
got?
So here's a fun story. Chris and I, we are talking about love tonight. So this story actually reminds me of one of my favorite movies from the early 2000s called The Wedding Date. Have you ever heard of that movie, Chris?
I think I've heard of it, and I've probably seen it like in the background. Like somebody was watching it in the background. I like, oh, what's this? Okay, oh, chick flick. Oh, never mind. And I walk away. But you know.
It has Deborah Messing and Dermot Mulroney, two of my faves.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a cute hot topic with a unique twist on what I like to refer to as a revenge date.
Ooh, I like revenge. I like dates. You put them together, it's like a revenge date. So who got killed?
No, not that kind. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
When Jessica Huey found out her ex-boyfriend would be a groomsman at a wedding she was attending, she felt she needed to not just show up, but show him up too.
What?
You know that whole like, oh, I'm going to show you what you lost?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
So
Huey
she got
went.
all like dressed, dolled up. I'm sure like beautiful though,
Oh,
right?
I'm sure she did.
Oh, yeah.
But the problem was she didn't have anybody go with her.
she had
Now,
no boyfriend, no date, nothing?
no, she didn't have a boyfriend. So
Oh.
she went on Craigslist and she put this ad that says, seeking devilishly handsome, good-humored date.
Wow.
Yeah, devilishly handsome.
So
That's
on
gutsy.
Craigslist?
On Craigslist. Now that's gutsy because any guy that responds has to think he's devilishly handsome.
Of course. And what guy? I mean, guys going, gosh, now you're taking a big gamble too. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So here's where the story is, and there's a punchline to it that just happened, but this happened back in 2013, September 2013, when she discovered that her ex would be at the same wedding a month later, and so she decided to post this ad on Craigslist looking for this devilishly handsome wedding date who would help make it clear that she was just doing just fine in life, that she
Right.
didn't need this other
Right.
guy. So within the first meeting with this guy named RJ, who was one of the men that responded to the Craigslist ad,
How many men responded?
I
They said-
don't know.
How many men do you think responded?
I don't know. I would say 5.
No, I'd say more than that.
Well, I don't know. Maybe 5 that she actually
Considered.
vetted. Maybe.
Right.
I don't know.
She probably got a bunch of
Oh, yeah,
unsolicited
randos.
pictures and things of that sort.
Yeah, randos. That's
Right.
what I like to call them. But after she met RJ Steger, I don't know how to say his last name, it was clear that she might not be pretending after all. The two went to the wedding. They ended up dating after that.
No way.
Falling in love.
No way.
And just this summer, they got married.
No way.
Yeah.
And was the ex at the wedding? Like showing her up with his new chick he's got?
Like, let me show you revenge date. Let's see how this
And then it
works
keeps
out.
going back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know. But I thought that was pretty funny. How do you feel about that?
Oh, that just seems weird. Now, I seen a picture of this girl on the article, and she's not that ugly. So you wouldn't.
Oh my gosh. She was beautiful, you guys.
She was beautiful.
But
That's my point.
regardless, yeah.
My point is
Not
that
that
when you
ugly.
hear about the story, you immediately think of, well, this chick can't get a date or whatever. Or she can't get a boyfriend for some reason. There's a problem that she has to pay, like not pay, but like quote unquote, go on Craigslist and ask for a guy. But that's not the case at all. It's kind of weird, you know.
Well, I think of this, like if you think of it, it started in 2013. It's kind of like the early stages of online dating. I mean, I know
No, it's
online.
not. I like dating for forever.
I don't know.
Online dating's been around since like AOL was been around.
So I wonder why she didn't go to like a dating app. Maybe she just needed somebody quick and she
Money. I
just
think
was willing
'cause
to
dating-
pay for a date because maybe she just was out of a relationship and didn't really want another relationship. Do you think that's
Oh,
what
I know
it was?
what happened. Okay,
What?
I can tell you what happened. She just bought something off Craigslist, and she was already on the website. So she's like, well, I'm already here. Oh, look at this. Personal ads. Click, click. You know, and then she's like, oh, I'll fill something out real quick. Oh, free? You're speaking my love language, baby. Click, click. You know, send away. And I bet you a lot of the guys she got it were probably like, hey, I'm calling about the wedding date. quiet, Mom, on the phone. You know?
She'll be like, so what are your interests? Video games.
Right, I can play Fortnite like all night long and Call of Duty. Hey, do you like Call of Duty too? Because I like that too. You know?
Hey, don't not Call of Duty 2. There's some really cool people that like it.
Well, I'm sure they do. This guy could be one of them. Who knows? You know?
All right. All that to say, you never know where you're going to find love.
That's
you just
right.
got to be open to it.
Right.
And be careful if you're posting on Craigslist.
Oh,
so
gosh.
Jessica got lucky and
Oh,
she
she
found a
did.
great guy. But we've heard some really bad experiences of people on Craigslist and
People
online
getting
dating
robbed.
sites.
I mean, he'll
Yeah.
get robbed over like a TV or something.
Yeah.
Trying to sell a TV on Craigslist and you get robbed.
Yeah,
You know?
so she was really lucky, really fortunate. So all that to say, it was a very interesting story to us as we were talking about love, how it started as a revenge date, but I guess she had the last word.
Right, but I wonder that like now this wonder what this dude is thinking too when he like responds to this thing and he actually goes through with it. Is he thinking, okay, I'm just being used, so this isn't gonna go anywhere. So at least I'm getting a free meal out of it, maybe a dance, maybe it's open bar at the wedding, maybe a drink or two. So that's probably like his, thinking.
Right. I don't know. I was thinking about that too. Like what would make a guy be like, yeah, I'm devilishly handsome. I could use $200.
Well, take
or
the
whatever.
handsome part out of the equation. Just think guy in general. Don't think like, oh, well, handsome. Because I'm sure a lot of guys who think they're handsome are probably showing up at her door, and she's probably like, nah, never mind. And this guy, I seen the picture of the dude too. He's not bad looking, I know
No,
what
he
you
was
think.
pretty handsome.
Yeah, so it almost seems fake. I wonder if this story is fake.
We're going to need to do some digging. Okay, it was Jessica Huey and RJ Steger, Stieger.
Yeah.
So if you guys can do some like sleuth work, be detectives, get us the intel. And if you can find an actual wedding photo of them
That's
and
true.
send it to
Well,
us.
if there was an article on this, there has to be like,
I didn't see the wedding photos, but if somebody can find the wedding photo, you can either post it on our Chris and Christine Show Facebook page, you can tag our Instagram, or you can email it to us. We may just have a Starbucks gift card in it for you.
what?
Yes.
I want a Starbucks gift card.
Yeah,
What do I get?
I make you coffee all the time. I buy you coffee all the time.
That's true. I just had some Starbucks
We just had
now.
some coffee, yeah.
That's right. Okay.
So
well,
that's your challenge, people. Find us the wedding picture and find the details.
I was thinking,
Uh-huh.
a lot of people actually like do crazy, stupid stuff like this just to get like their 15 minutes.
That's true. It's like my 90-Day Fiance or stuff like that. Like the people that, or Married at First Sight. Have you seen that show?
What?
Married at First Sight.
How did that work? They get married?
It's crazy. They don't know each other. They both agree to be on this reality TV show. They walk down the aisle.
Wait, so prior to that happening, they don't
They've
know each
never met each other.
No pictures, no
Nothing.
nothing.
They show up walking down the aisle. The groom's there. You get to watch his expression, and he's like, either, oh my gosh, she's gorgeous, or like, that's not what I signed up for. And they get married on the spot, and then they have to live together. And then, like, after 30 to 60 days, they get to decide whether they're going to stay together or not.
Did they have to get like an annulment or something?
It just depends on the nature of their marriage.
Now it's on television. Do they just? Is it all? Everybody's
No,
gorgeous,
it's-
right?
No,
No, what?
all kinds of people.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
all
not,
kinds of people.
It's not like the episode of The Bachelor where it's like everybody is like a 10 plus. Like
No.
every girl, every guy, gorgeous.
Normal people, normal jobs. So they'll have like, there could be like a biochemist and a math teacher. It's a whole bunch of different people, but people do stuff for fame. So I don't know if that's what this story was specifically, but I think that we could definitely have a Starbucks card in it for somebody that does a little digging work for us.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, I'm sorry. I said fantastic too many times. Well, here's one more time. Fantastic. Spectacular and amazing. All wrapped up. There
Yep.
you go.
It's your little fantastic
And I bet
sandwich.
this guy that met this chick, Jessica, for the first time, he probably said, fantastic. The Chris and Christine Show is available everywhere on Google Play with Google Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and iHeartRadio.
All right, and so now we're going to go on to hot topic number 2. This just in from Business Insider.
Business Insider?
Yeah, Business Insider, and it's a
Ooh.
list about relationships. Are you ready, Chris?
Oh, this is staying on point with all of our discussions tonight.
Yeah. So this list is called 8 Signs You're in a Strong Relationship, even if it doesn't feel like it.
Ooh, okay. What you got?
So sometimes people question whether or not they're actually in a strong relationship, but thanks to this new list, we have that answer for you. So get ready to see how many of these items you check off. Now, a word of caution, and Business Insider did say, caution, please.
Ooh, what are we learning about?
If you don't check all of these items, it doesn't mean that you don't have a strong relationship, but it can serve as a list of reminders to keep pushing forward.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you didn't score 100%, but you got like a 85.
Right. So it's not saying you're weak. It's just saying, here's a couple of more things to consider. Number one
Number one
of the signs you're in a strong relationship. Okay, number 1, you think about your partner often when you're not together.
Oh, yeah, that is true. I do think of Christine all the time when I'm working because I work at night and I'm not home at night to see her. So, and she's not home. She's home at night, just the opposite, not being able to see me. So,
Yeah, so sometimes I send a text message and I'm like, hey, just thinking about you. And when you get those, Chris, how does it make you feel?
it makes me feel excited. It makes me feel kind of like, oh gosh, I got to respond, but I'm kind of busy putting fires out. But when I get a chance to, I do.
Yeah,
know?
you do. You're pretty good about it. I mean, we text back and forth when you get up in the morning and then like when you're in the swing of things at night. And it's nice when sometimes I'll be in the middle of doing schoolwork at home and I'm studying and I'm really stressed out. And then I'll get a little, hey, with like a little kissy face emoji.
Oh, yeah.
Just thinking about you. And it's like, oh, that's the best thing ever.
And they have the one too, and I've used that one too. It's like hearts
Yeah.
floating around the face or something.
Yeah, it's really cute. Emojis are fun. Or Bitmojis. We like to send Bitmojis back and forth.
I haven't done that in a while, really, and I think about it.
Yep.
But we always do the regular emojis.
Yeah, we do the regular emojis, but it's nice to know that you're thought of when you're not together. It just makes you feel like you're missed, right?
Right. And we're not together like all the time. We don't have one of those relationships where we're like, with each other, by each other's side, like every minute of every
Right.
day.
Yeah.
But
I think that's
kind
important for people to know that we're apart like 5 days a week.
Right.
Yeah, which we will talk about on item number 3. But item number 2 on this list, you respond positively to each other's good news.
I would hope so. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, like you get super excited about if the other person, say, got a raise at work or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can think of right now. But like, say you got something positive news. You're like, yes, it's fantastic because whatever good news either one person gets, it kind of benefits both you in the long
That's
run.
right. Mm-hmm. And I can remember just like a month and a half ago, I got accepted into this exclusive leadership academy. And Chris was like, I don't quite know what that means, but I'm super excited for you. And that's all I needed is I don't always need him to know everything about everything. He doesn't have to know, like when I talk to him about, oh my gosh, this new district came on board with this new data project. And he's like, wow, that sounds amazing. And I'm like, it's a big deal. I'm just letting you know. And he's like, yeah, then I'm excited about it. And so for me, it's like super validating that even if he doesn't understand it, he can
Right.
jump on the happy ship with me.
Of course. And she does the exact same thing for me too. So it swings both ways, which is a good thing.
Yeah. And it doesn't always have to be like really significant, huge things. Actually, the most frequent celebrations we have are right after Chris's Tuesday grocery trips.
What was that? What about that?
5 4s.
No, okay. I get groceries every Tuesday, and I get super excited when I save money at the store. So whenever there's a deal, I shop pretty much exclusively all the deals. Like my grocery receipt just has like the bottom section says money saved, and that number gets bigger. I get super excited. I'll even take a picture of it.
And you'll send it to me while I'm working.
I think I've even posted it on Instagram before too, my savings. I think I did one. I think my biggest saving one time was like $95. I
Right.
saved at the store. I was super excited. Told everybody.
And so when you celebrate each other's or respond positively to each other's good news, it doesn't always have to be like a job promotion. Sometimes it's getting like an amazing deal in the like 5 for $5 section of the grocery
No, it's
store.
not. Okay, a correction.
I call
It's
them 5 fours.
No, it's not how it goes. It's like it's the 5 for $5 deal. It's like
That's
there's
what
a
I
set.
said.
No, you said 5 for $5 or something.
Oh.
No, that's not how it works. It's like this way it works. There's a set regular price that's on sale, right? But if you buy 5 or more, I think it says 5.
Oh,
then
it
you
goes
get it
down.
for even lower of a price.
Oh.
But you gotta buy 5 of these big items, like 5 cases of a Coke, or 5 milks, or 5 things of eggs, or 5 boxes of cereal. You know, so who needs all that? That's the problem. But I get
Right.
excited because I buy it. Because I get all excited. 5 jugs of ice cream. You know.
Yeah. Welcome to my world, people. But that's okay. Respond positively when the other person has good news, including great grocery store discounts. Okay. Number 3, you spend some time apart. Now, this is our reality. This is like our life. We spend time apart.
That's all we do is spend time apart.
Right. 4 or 5 days a week. So what it does is it allows us to miss each other.
Right.
And I think that's a really healthy component to a relationship.
It is.
And sometimes it's overlooked in like a marriage is giving each other enough space to be able to say, oh gosh, I really missed my person.
Right. You can't miss anybody if you're always with them. That's my thought.
Right. And it's not saying like go leave your spouse for 5 weeks or whatever. We're just saying figure out a way to get away, clear your head. It allows you to come back to the relationship even more refreshed. That's why like my mom and my mom taught me growing up through her marriage that being able to like go to women's retreat or something like that, she called it marriage insurance because she'd be able to like get away, go and learn with other ladies, learn about her relationship and come back together. And it was just such a positive thing. So that's just item number 3. Okay.
Awesome.
Number 4, you have a similar sense of humor.
Well, you gotta have to. You know, like if I say something kind of funny and Christine's like, huh?
I don't get it.
Right? Or are you trying to explain things? Like if you have to explain a joke, it's not funny.
No,
or
it's not.
Or the person receiving the joke on the other end has no sense of humor. Either way, it's not a good fit.
Right. Or if they take it wrong and then they like
Oh, and they
take
get
it
super
personally.
offended? Oh, gosh. They get
man.
mad, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a joke. I was just kidding.
So good thing, like when you're dating, find opportunities to be able to laugh together and see if your humor is compatible because laughter is really important in a relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, item number 5, you split chores evenly. And we were actually having this conversation over dinner. We had the boys, Jacob and Mason, with us tonight. And so at dinner time, we were like, okay, Jacob and I are going to clear the table and clean up after dinner. And Chris and Mason were getting ready to go feed the dog because that's what Mason loves to help him do.
Yes.
But I think it's really important in a relationship that you split chores evenly.
Right. Or try to have like because I mean, one person or the other is always going to get angry if one person or the other is doing nothing and one person is doing everything. No matter what kind of relationship you're in or who you're with, it's just the way it is. You might build up and get resentment and stuff too. So you try to do things equally. And I know that when it comes to like finances, it's kind of different. It's not really what we're talking about. We're talking about like the chores of like household stuff. You clean this, I clean that, I'll do this, you do that, and it's all a big team.
Right. And I think this is a change from like old school because a lot of times in maybe old school mentality, it was the woman having to do a lot of the heavy lifting. But that's one of the unique things about the relationship that Chris and I have is we've both had to run our own separate households and care for our kids and keep things clean. And so now it's, hey, who likes to do what the most. I actually enjoy doing dishes. Chris likes doing laundry. So we've talked about when we blend our families, how we can trade that off, and he can, do the laundry. Can I get an amen out there, ladies?
Amen.
Yeah. Okay. So number 6, you try new things together.
Yeah, I don't know. Have we tried anything really new? Like crazy new?
Well, the podcast.
Okay.
And
Yes.
I would say that's like, this has been really fun for us to do together, like learning all the technical stuff. And,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Try to figure this thing out and trying to like make it all work and mash up.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what I was doing when I first did this. She didn't know what she was doing, and I didn't really know what to do. And just kind of figuring it out. We're kind of walking along and figuring it out as we went.
Yeah, and I think like when we went to Zion and we went glamping and then we went like hiking through the canyon, that was a new thing for us to do together,
Right.
and we got to like discover new stuff.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said it too many times.
Number 7, you don't have a lot of extreme downturns in your relationship.
Okay. What does that mean particularly, you think?
So I think it's like you don't have like low lows where you're like always on the brink of breakup, or like super high highs. It's like lots of peaks and valleys.
Well,
Like,
this
it's a
says
little bit more even.
downturns. I mean, this
Right,
is saying
extreme
downturn.
downturns.
Well, that would be like, I hate your guts. You're dead to me. I don't have nothing to do with you. We're
Right.
broken up, and then you guys get back together like a
And
week
everything's
later,
happy.
or pretend to be happy. But
Right.
everybody holds resentment to each other, and you want to,
Right. And so not having those extreme downturns is really important. It doesn't mean there's not conflict. I mean, Chris and I get heated and we work through it. I mean, we have disagreements, but we don't walk out the house. We don't like take off. We take a break, come back together, figure it out, and move forward, and we don't hold grudges. That's one of our commitments to each other.
Yeah, I don't usually ever hold grudges, but what I do from Christine and past relationships I've been in is I do blow up. I'm like a, what do you call it, like a firework or something. I just like kaboom, and get all like heated fast. But then I like fizzle out, like the firework kind of fizzles in the sky.
Yeah.
I kind of fizzle
We're
out.
working on that, people.
What?
We're working on that.
Yeah, I do. I go boom. I get all excited, and my anger it's like the temper like 0 to 60 like real quick. But
Right.
then I don't hold grudges, and I don't like I'm kind of get over it fast.
Right. And that goes to number 8, which is you know how to recover from a fight.
Yes.
And for us, our recovering from a fight is always having resolution. So it's like hey, I'm sorry, I was wrong. And then the other person reciprocates. We all own our own junk and we don't simmer on it.
Spectacular. I got to change it up a little bit. Yes.
But I think that's really important because some people don't know how to recover from a fight. And I mean, I'm not going to get preachy or anything. And I know not everybody is like, has the same faith background as us, but there is a Bible verse that says, don't let the sun go down on your anger. And that's something that I really try to put into practice in our relationship is like, not just the sun down physically, but like, we've got to resolve it before we move on to the next thing. And yeah, we just figure out how to recover from a fight.
Bingo. You
Yeah.
said it perfectly. That makes sense. It hopefully makes sense to all you out there listening in podcast land.
Yeah, so that was the list of the 8 signs you're in a strong relationship. So we'd love to hear from you. Are there other signs that you're in a strong relationship that we didn't mention? Send them our way.
Perfect.
All right. And are you ready, Chris? We're going to get ready to wrap up here in the next couple minutes with Would You Rather?
Okay, what you got?
All right. I'm going to ask you this one. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
aligned with our topic of love for tonight. Would you rather find true love or be rich?
Well, let me tell you, sweetheart, if you were rich, true love would find you, and a lot of them would find you knocking at your door.
Yeah. Have you ever heard that phrase, you can't buy love?
No, actually.
Money can't buy you happiness?
No, I think it was just the opposite. I think money does buy happiness.
No.
If you have a lot of it.
You have a lot of fake people around you.
That is true. Now, this thing does say true love. That is the quotation part around this equation. So I think I probably rather have true love, to be honest with you. I know.
Now the question is, Chris, have you found true love?
Absolutely. And I'm looking at her right over there, across the way, in the other side of the studio, up on the platform. By the way, you guys can't see this at home or wherever you're listening, but in the K2 studios, we have a multiple level studio set up here. I'm down here by the control booth, and Christine is actually on the stage. She's up high, like a 2-level platform up top on her little microphone stand.
Yeah, so he's literally put me on a pedestal.
I did, and there she is. That's what I was trying to get at, right there. Ta-da!
Yes. Well, thank you. I appreciate those sweet words. I'm super excited that we got to announce our engagement tonight on the K2 show. And thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to follow us, subscribe, and share. We would love to announce new countries next week and new cities in the U.S. And thanks so
Perfect.
much for everything, everybody.
That sounds awesome. Okay, guys, thank you guys so much, and have you all have a great and fantastic week. We'll see you guys next week.
Remember this week that life is too short to wake up in the morning with regret.
So love the people who treat you right, forget about the ones who don't, and believe that everything happens for a reason.
If you get a chance, take it. If it changes your life, let it. Nobody said that it would be easy.
They just promised it would be worth it. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Chris.
And I'm Christine, and until next week,
Keep moving forward.